So there are two films that I believe are criminally underrated and deserve so much more love and exposure than the measly amount they get now. These are the Sicario movies. Both films are great and are, in my opinion, among the best from the years they were released. So today, I decided that I'm going to tackle an argument that I'm sure not a lot of people really care about, but I really wanted to discuss. Sicario or Sicario 2? Without further ado, let's get started. To decide which of these films is better, I will be doing a mini review for each one, then deciding which one is best by finding a mix between which is critically better and which one I like better. So up first is Sicario. Sicario was released in 2015 and stars Emily Blunt as a naive FBI agent that gets caught up in a mission that involves traveling back and forth across the Mexican border to help weed out a dangerous Mexican cartel. The mission is pretty suspicious, to say the least, and with mysterious characters played by Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro, this is a slow-burning thrill ride. To start out, the best part about it is most likely the acting. Just from the three main actors, Blunt, Brolin, and del Toro, you can already tell that the acting would be fantastic. But other supporting actors like Daniel Kaluuya and Maximiliano Hernandez round out a fantastic cast of characters. Next up is the storyline, which is tightly wound and without a single hole in it. It stays extremely interesting, but also has a high degree of complexity to it, and it trusts that the viewer can keep up, which for those that can, is extremely rewarding. The direction is also fantastic, as Denis Villeneuve does an amazing job with pretty much everything. He made sure to hire the best possible people for the film that he wanted to put together, and the Oscar nominations it received for Best Score, Best Sound Editing, and Best Cinematography just do more to support that. On the negative side, the really only resounding problem lies in the fact that for less intelligent viewers, which I say as least snobbishly as possible, will most likely get extremely bored and lost in the complex plot the film conveys. Other than that, nothing really stands out on the bad side of things. Overall, Sicario is a phenomenal film all around, and it balances brilliant acting and direction with a complex plot that for the right viewer will keep you interested throughout the entirety of it. Now moving on to the sequel, Sicario: Day of the Soldado. Day of the Soldado was released in 2018 and is about our two main side characters from the first film, Josh Brolin's Matt Graver and Benicio del Toro's Alejandro Gillick, leading an FBI team of agents across the Mexican border once again, this time to kidnap the daughter of a top kingpin to cause a war between drug cartels that will hopefully stop the flow of terrorists that the cartels have smuggled into the United States. Despite how intricate it sounds, it is not nearly as complicated or hard to follow as the first Sicario. In a way, this is better for the film as it allows us to get a narrower scope on our main characters, which is the best part about this film. The human element the Day of Soldado portrays gives it a sense of relatability, and instead of all these different government groups fighting drug cartels for all different reasons, we instead are given an up-close view on how hard one man is willing to fight to save another person's life. Benicio del Toro was 10 times better in this film than he was in the first one, and he carries a lot of the load for the cast, even though supporting actors like Josh Brolin and Isabella Monet do a fantastic job. Del Toro was simply amazing though, and his character, Alejandro Gillick, is the guiding force that gives Day of the Soldado its humanity. Now, after that fairly intense ethical conversation, the other things about Sicario 2. The direction is really good, though notably not as good as the first, as instead of Denis Villeneuve, we got Stefano Sollima, which is obviously a downgrade, but not enough to be problematic. The score is recycled from the first film, but for something that got nominated for Best Original Score, it definitely deserved it. Also, rest in peace Jóhann Jóhannsson. Anyways, the reason I haven't given a negative yet is because there is really not anything major to complain about. Overall, Sicario: Day of the Soldado isn't as tightly wound and compelling plot-wise as the first one, but its human aspect makes it an extremely enjoyable film that in my opinion was one of the best of 2018. So, which one was better? In terms of critically speaking, they are extremely close together, Sicario being expertly crafted and Soldado being made with an elusive human aspect to it. And in terms of which one I like more, Sicario: Day of the Soldado was probably my favorite. So in the end, I'd have to give this matchup to Sicario: Day of the Soldado. Even though I had to choose, I still recommend you go watch both of these films as they are extremely underrated and definitely worth a watch. Also, make sure to leave down in the comment section which one you like better if you've even seen either of them. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more awesome movie content like this, then subscribe. Always remember to keep God number one. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.